What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. We have some very interesting stuff to talk about. We are always going forward with crypto. There is never a boring day, right? Listen guys, don't listen to the mainstream media, because I think this is very important to understand, right? If we look at the charts, if you look at how much percentage Bitcoin, all the coins have gone down, guys, we are bottoming. Don't let any of these people tell you that we are going further way beyond, because if you look at the percentages, it's crazy, guys. Like some coins corrected over 90%, some coins over 80%. There is not much downside to go anymore. So understand this, because they will always make it seem worse before it gets better, right? They will always tell you that it's over, and that it's finished, and that it's not going to go up anymore, because that's what they want you to believe. Because crypto is going nowhere, guys. I hope you understand that by now. And of course, XRP is going nowhere. So let's dig in and let's see what these mainstream media things are doing, because they're portraying something that is not true, right? That's what they always do, but you have to look at the truth. So Gary Gensler believes that crypto is interconnected and reliant on a few large centralized players that have a lot of leverage. Gary knew this would occur from the very beginning, yet he meets with Sam and now behaves as if he could not have prevented it. Very interesting. Even Elon Musk has tweeted a connection with Gary Gensler, SBF, and all the FTX scandal that has been going on. Let's take a look at this video.
This story has been going on for many months. You remember the collapse of Terra Luna and a bunch of crypto lending platforms. Well, it looks like in the last few days, this is all interconnected. This is a very interconnected world in crypto, with a few concentrated players at the middle. And one of those concentrated players had the toxic combinations of lack of disclosure, customer money, a lot of leverage, meaning borrowing, and then trying to invest with that. And then when markets turned on them, it appears that a lot of customers lost money. And that's where our mission is about those customers.
That's where our mission is. Yet he went after Ripple, the most healthy company in the whole cryptocurrency space. Zero debt, $1 billion in cash, nothing that actually screams out that this is a bad company in crypto, right? He could have gone after FTX, which if they asked the balance sheets, they would have saw some very strange things happening, and they didn't do that. They went after Ripple. Now, why do you think that is, guys? This is all by design. Remember, regulation is not bad. The moment XRP is regulated is the moment it will fly, because why? It will be the only one regulated officially. Of course, we have Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is never going to be officially regulated because it doesn't need to, right? It's 100% decentralized in a way. So remember that regulation is not bad, but still, we have corruption. Ripple versus SEC settlement expected tomorrow. Now, this was on the Fox Business channel. Look at this, guys. This is deceiving. And also, this woman is a Bitcoin supporter. She was throwing out stuff that was not even the case on XRP. Now let's look at the video here. You can see, guys, because she starts talking about, if you look up the CEO of Ripple, he has a bunch of coins and this and that. This is perfectly Bitcoin maxi behavior, right? This is what they do, because they see how bad everything is. They just pick another player, and they know that Ripple is one of the best in the field, so they share FUD. And now here they say a settlement expected tomorrow, which is false, guys, not true. I hope you didn't fall for this as well. Let's take a look.
This is a separate case, but your thoughts on whether any of this has the potential to take down other markets like the stock market?
Absolutely, Maria. Well, it goes to your first point. When contagion happens, it's because everything is cross-collateralized and the system at large based on credit is so fragile. So we do see Bitcoin drawing down, and we can see other assets drawing down as people liquidate in order to cover cover their margins and their shorts. And so I think what's important to know about the SEC and Ripple, and it'll be interesting to see what the verdict will be, is that the SEC charged Ripple with violating securities law and argues that it passes the Howey test. It says that it's a common enterprise, an investment contract and a common enterprise. And the big thing I want people to remember, no matter what happens tomorrow, is right now you can go to Twitter or Google and you can find Ripple's CEO. And Ripple is the largest holder of its own
offering. This is a...
So she says that Ripple is the largest owner of its own token, right? Which is the tokens in escrow. So this is still a big topic, guys. But once the use case of that escrow wallet becomes known, which we all always think that this is going to solve the debt issue in the world. If you have to cover trillions of dollars, remember guys, you need a large portion and you need a big value for XRP. So, but that aside, you can just see, if you go to her Twitter as well, you can see that she is a Bitcoin supporter, and that is why this actually happened. So they actually spread FUD because there is no settlement tomorrow, guys. Don't be fooled. CBDCs, well, we never know, of course, but it's not likely, right? Because the amicus briefs has till the end of November to be filed, and then they will approach in the court. So it's not finished yet. CBDCs are coming. Now, I don't know if this is 100% true, guys, but I would not be surprised, okay? Let's take a look here. This is the digital euro. Users be allowed to spend no more than 50 euros per transaction. Users have a maximum monthly spending limit of 1,000 euros. Users have a limit of 50 transactions per month. And so on and so on and so on. Now, don't be fooled, guys. Ripple, XRP, the digital euro, the CBDCs will be made to control people. It's 100% true. Now, I don't know if this particularly is true, but it's 100%, don't be fooled, that these things will be used for control and transparency, right? So don't think that there is some better world coming, because it's not, right? It's gonna get worse. So we all know that, and there is no escaping this CBDC world that is coming, because this is digitalization, guys. This is how it works. Does it make sense now? The SEC purposefully chose to target Ripple to linger a dark cloud over the most credible company and crypto asset in the space. The facade will come to an end when all the moves have been put in place, and it's at that point that XRP will rocket ship. And exactly this is true, right? I picked this guy's tweets because he always tweets what is going on, and people don't see it. They still think that there is some SEC weird thing going on, guys. This is what they were after from the beginning, because Ripple is the one. I just remembered myself that Q Elizabeth II flipped Christmas lights. So here we have a decode, meaning 6 November, reduction 11:15. Nothing really happened, but we still can see that Fox Business managed to mention the settlement for tomorrow, which is false, right? So here we have Elon Musk tweeting, look at this emoji, and then he tags this picture. Look at these connections, guys. What do you think is going on here? And the thing is, just think about this, right? If this is all by design, it's quite interesting, because Gary Gensler has been put there right at the beginning of the Ripple case. Now think about that. That's not just coincidence, right? They wanted this, and now there is something bad about him in the news. If he gets put away, then what do you think will happen? Of course, it will look bad for the SEC on the Ripple case, and Ripple will have a tremendous chance of winning just because of that, right? So the fallout, catastrophic, stay calm, new times, survive. Now we have seen all of these signs. We have seen some major crashes, especially the FTX one, right? And if you look at the charts, we are literally bottoming, guys. It cannot go that much further. It just can't. And we can see, if you have chart analysis, like if you know how to read charts, you can see that we are quite close to actually going up again. So this is a very interesting debate here with Johnny Deaton and Charles Hoskin. So here we can see every legitimate person supporting blockchain technology, decentralization, and digital asset desperately desires regulation. Had the US implemented regulatory clarity with specific guidelines in 2018, like it should have, innovation, job creation, tax revenue would have, consumer protections could have been implemented. Exactly. So why do you think they didn't do all of this? Because of the money laundering that has been going on right now. There is something weird going on, and we can all know it, right? Something very weird is going on. How can you go after Ripple while SBF is just there doing all of this without them knowing? Guys, this is literally not coincidence. Okay, now here they have a couple of Charles Hoskinsons and Johnny Deaton. Charles Hoskin actually says that he's being harassed by an army of XRP trolls since this entire debate began. Johnny Deaton says that he cannot stop that. Some people just troll and just send messages. You cannot stop that. So of course there's always stupid people who will message people, and you know. So here we have Alderty says calls for investigation into SBF and FTX are entirely warranted given the fallout. However, the investigation shouldn't obscure the market havoc and consumer harm the SEC continued to create in the absence of regulatory clarity. Now here you can see investigation should ask, was Gary Gensler acting alone when meeting with SBF? Was this a last gap effort to finally manufacture that ever elusive SEC registration the chair has been after? Would SBF have ended up with even more consumer assets under his control? So again, all these weird things going on. Gary Gensler meeting with SBF without any climax, without any clarity, which is very, very weird, guys. I told you there is a massive negative news campaign against Ripple. XRP, do not be deceived. XRP in and of itself won't save you from the system. If anything, it will trap you further into it. When the boundary to action is limitless, Lord only knows what you'll get yourself into. Don't forget, when you're at the top, you have a lot further to fall. Now, this is relatable to what I was saying earlier, guys. Be careful, because don't think that Ripple is saving you from the system, because the system is actually using Ripple and XRP to make everything in their control. Now, we can be investors of XRP, of course, to make a smart move, but we also have to be aware of the dangers. Now, the crypto world knows, understands, and appreciates more than ever the value of regulation. Regulation is key for the crypto markets and industry to mature. Without it, all fails. Well done, Ripple and Brett Garlinghouse being at the forefront at this over the years. Think about how Brett Garlinghouse was always chasing regulation, and he was saying that. So we can clearly see on Brett Garlinghouse, he's very confident and he knows what he's talking about. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. See you next one. Cheers.